Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Oblivion. We've basically finished up here in the Mages Guild, but I did want to talk to Agata before we leave, just to see if she has anything to say about this questline we went through.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
And she does not, but any rumors?
Cyrodiil will do anything to help her girls out. She recently got Ardaline out of a bind, and I hear it wasn't completely within guild rules.
That's the one we helped out with stealing the staff.
Always keep your magic equipment charged.
Sure, we'll do a quick charge up. I don't think you had any spells I cared about, and you don't.
Take care.
Now, between sessions, I sold some gear, which allowed me to level up. So I'm going to quickly rest, and then we're going to head to Breville for turning in the Thieves Guild quest. You've ascended to level 17. Life isn't over. You can still get smarter or clever, or more experienced or meaner, but your body and soul just aren't going to get any younger. Well, we can't get any smarter. We've maxed intelligence. But yeah, let's boost our strength as usual and personality, and then a tiny bit into endurance. Okay, so let's head to Breville so that we can turn in that quest, and then we're going to head up to the Imperial City for the Arcane University, because we've got a quest to talk to someone about some magical tears.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I should probably get that quest active. So we're looking at here, because I don't know where Screeva's hiding. Almost. There we go. Right, you were in this inn. So we gotta let her know that
Okay. You?
we dealt with the stolen ring.
Hi.
Take care.
Hi.
You have returned?
I have. I dealt with Adaraji's stolen ring.
Good work. You are truly an asset to the guild. I will make sure the Grey Fox himself hears about this. I am promoting you to Prowler. Congratulations.
Ooh, good stuff. Anything more you want to tell me about the Grey Fox?
He is the greatest of all thieves. I have heard it said that he stole his gray cowl from Nocturnal herself.
That's hard to imagine, stealing from... I guess the Daedra aren't gods, but they're essentially gods. Any rumors?
Ura Vaso Thralis has a way with words. I wish she could teach me how to speak that well.
Okay, and any more special jobs?
You are unproven, or at least insufficiently proven for the tasks this one has available. Gold is the blood of the Thieves Guild. Keep the fences busy and rich. Then come to see me.
I don't remember who my new fence was, but okay.
Shadow hide.
I'm sure it's listed. Independent Thievery. Darji. Yeah, I don't know where you are. If we go to the map, is it going to show me? Because Ungar was up in Bruma. Darji is in Leowen, apparently. It's not showing Ungar. I guess he's not my main fence anymore, but we need to get to how much? 300, and we're at like 220-ish. Anyway, we're going to do Tears of the Savior next.
The hunter.
Afternoon.
And if we come across things to steal, we'll do so. But I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because it doesn't seem like you have to do much thievery to get the gold you needed. At least that's what we saw in the last one, is we just took a couple of larger items from somewhere. I don't remember.
Speak.
But it was like 50 gold. It wasn't that hard to accomplish. Now we need to get, another 50 goldish. You're the one I need to talk to. Please don't leave.
What can I help you with?
Hi, I have questions about, well, for now, rumors.
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it.
Yep. Anything you can tell me about the Imperial City?
I rarely leave the university, as I have all I need right here. If you need ingredients, try Ojer Georic at the main ingredient.
Never any good, useful rumors. Alright, tell me about Garridan's Tears.
You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable story, really. I know a bit about it.
Okay. Please, I wish to hear it.
Certainly. Garridan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers. One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought. The farmers appealed to Garridan to discover a solution. He spent a week consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was set to supply endless water.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garridan found the ewer and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him. When Garridan realized his quest was a failure and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped him, some of his tears were frozen as well. Some even say that the divine Mara took pity on the poor knight. To commemorate his kind heart, she imbued the tears with some sort of magical power. That's only rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall. It may have more about Garridan.
Where can I find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District.
That's 3 books that we've had to buy from first edition, but okay. Anything further about Garridan's Tears?
I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university.
Okay. Well, thank you for your
Please,
time.
visit me again anytime.
So we gotta go back to first edition.
What is it, citizen?
Buy another book that'll tell us more about Garridan's freezing to death and tears which are blessed by Mara. Should be interesting.
Speak. What is it, citizen?
I understand money is tight, but buying discounts into an Oblivion Gate and destroyed it.
Seems to me some things are worth paying full price for. Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing
Okay.
I'd like to talk about.
Just seeing if there's anything interesting.
Hello.
Didn't seem like it.
Hi.
Hello. All right, to the Market District. First edition is right here. Hi there.
What can I do for you?
I am looking for... I can ask him about Gwyneth again. I'm looking for a copy of Nightfall.
Let's do business.
Do you happen to have it? You do have it. For 48 gold. That's fine.
You bought that for a song.
I've purchased Nightfall from Fintius at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I should read it to find out more about Garridan's Tears. I shall do
Pleasure
so.
to serve you.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Nightfall. Nightfall tells the tale... Spoiler. Nightfall tells the tale of Garridan and the quest for the Everflow Ewer at a place known as Frostfire Glade. It is supposedly located in the mountains near Bruma. Using some of the references from the book, I was able to pinpoint it on my map. The book also mentions needing special refined frost salts to get into the glade. I should speak to Julian Fanis about this. Excerpt from Nightfall, Tales of Heroism and Chivalry edition, edited by Corellian Odrenius. The legend of Garridan Stalrus, as told by Jaren Aethelwild, squire and friend. And so it came to pass that on the first month before the harvest, nary a decent crop could be found in the drought-ridden fields of Farmantle Glens. 27 families, their bellies sunken and empty, turned to their lordship, who had been so fair to them in hard times before. The man ruled not with an iron gauntlet, but with a soft touch of silken kindness. My lord, Garridan Stalrus, knight-errant of the Farmantle Glens. I watched sadly as my lord Garridan looked out at the withered fields before him from his meager stone keep, and cursed the luck that tainted the skies and stopped the rain from falling. The families in his charge would not last the winter, which was always bitter and cold in the northern reaches of the Yarls. His own supply of grain was already picked clean. There was barely enough to sustain him for the months ahead. I know if my lord had food there, he would have shared it gladly, allowing his charges to pay him back in whatever time or manner they could afford, and in some cases, to those in dire need, give to them without cost. Something had to be done, and it had to be done soon. Sparing not a drake, Garridan paid for the best sages he could find, and used the rest to buy as much surplus grain as he could wrest from the neighboring domains. A month passed and nothing surfaced. Winter's icy tendrils would soon creep across Farmantle Glens, causing the greens to disappear from the landscape. Families would have to huddle close to their hearths, keeping warm and rationing the bits of food Garridan had given them. I could see Garridan's patience, which was immense, mind you, wearing thin. He told me he'd considered selling his keep, his belongings, anything to keep his people alive. If only the harvest would yield more, they'd be saved. They're telling this guy as if he's like overly too nice, which potentially it's true, but it seems unrealistic. So I'm not sure I 100% believe this tale. Then, as if Mara herself had answered his prayers, a sage entered Garridan's keep with the answer. Legend told of a vessel of sorts, from which water would pour endlessly, known as the Everflow Ewer. Some said the divines themselves created it. Others thought perhaps a powerful sorcerer enchanted it. Whatever it was from, Garridan knew this could be his chance. Following the directions from the sage, my lord and I set out to recover the ewer and rid Farmantle Glens of the drought. It took days to reach the entrance to the place. After we passed through a winding passage, we finally came to an odd door covered in mystical symbols. As the sage instructed, my lord touched some refined frost salts to the door. The ancient stone door opened, and we proceeded into the glade. A cave cut into the hillside led into a small glade of trees. In the center of the glade, flanked by 2 standing stones, was a stone altar. On the altar, seemingly glowing with inner light, was the ewer, cut from crystal. The vessel was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Water filled it to the very top, and as legend held, would never diminish as the liquid decanted from it. Eager to return to his domain, Garridan grasped the ewer in hand. Suddenly the ground trembled as though the mountains themselves were angered. The sky changed from sunlit blue to dreary gray. Even the ring of trees formed the glade seemed to bend away slightly from the altar, as if fearing what was to come. Then with no warning, one of the standing stones cracked and exploded. My gaze froze, and my heart fell as I looked upon the guardian of the glade, a huge creature seemingly cut from the very same crystal as the ewer, stepped forth and growled menacingly at my master. The air around it became very cold, as if it was born from this glacier, from the glaciers of the northern mountains. This was a being of ice, living, breathing ice. Garridan shouted at me to run as he drew his blade. Still clutching the ewer in one hand, he gave a mighty swing at the ice creature. When the forged steel struck home, it gave a resounding ring and merely chipped the beast as a spike would when driven against the hardest of rocks. Never showing fear, my lord swung again and again, each blow being harmlessly deflected away. Then a single and mighty blow from the ice creature knocked my lord down. His blade slid away, and he lay on the forest floor, looking up into the crystalline eyes of his death. The ice creature raised its arms again for the fatal blow and brought it down hard at Garridan's prone form. I don't know why he did it. Perhaps it was instinct, perhaps a moment's lapse in judgment, but my lord lifted the Everflow ewer defensively as he got up to a kneeling position. The blow from the creature connected with the vessel, creating an ear-splitting crash. There was the sound of water splashing and a horrible cracking noise as the sundered pitcher sent waves of freezing water in all directions. Even as I watched, the liquid covered the ice creature and my poor master. They seemed suspended in place as if frozen solid. At the time, I didn't know how true my thoughts had become. As I watched in horror, they were encased in a tomb of pure ice. I could see Garridan's face as the ice overtook him, and I could swear he was crying. A few of his tears froze and fell to the ground at his feet like beautiful blue crystals. He knew he'd failed his mission. His people would starve, and he was responsible. Frost and ice covered everything in the glade now. The trees, the rocks, the soil, everything. It was then I became aware of the very air around me began to freeze. It was like a cold winter's night at first, and then it rapidly became worse. The cold was so bad it turned into a sort of frozen heat. It began to burn, my throat became tight, and breathing became difficult. I began to lose feeling in my arms and legs, and my vision was beginning to blur. I had to escape this icy glade and tell Garriden's story. It was the least I could do for such a noble man. With every bit of strength I could muster, I ran from the frostfire and back through the cave. I barely escaped with my life. My journey back to the domain of Garriden was a sad one. My heart was heavy, my mind clouded with misery. He was a good man, the greatest I'd ever known. To die like that was no way for such an honorable knight to end his life. When I finally reached the outskirts of Farmantle Glen, the farmers were waiting for me. I was ready to tell them the sad news, but they raised a cheer of great joy. They told me that only a week ago, a strange bluish glowing rain fell on their fields, and that the next day the crops began to grow, as if there had never been a drought. A week ago was exactly when my master was frozen in that horrible glade, and his tears froze like bluish raindrops frozen in time. I looked up at the heavens, and the twinkling lights suddenly gave me great comfort. I thanked Mara and headed home. It's a good story. Who knows how true it is, but I am excited to see this extremely frozen glade and how that all plays out, because it sounds pretty. I'm just going to teleport back to the university, because that's who we're supposed to talk to about the refined frost salts. And it sounds like there's a frost atronach in there, but they're also frozen in place. But knowing how this game works, I'm probably going to have to fight it.
Anything else I can help with?
Sure, I need some refined frost salts.
Yes, I have them for sale. If you'd like to buy some, feel free. They're top quality. I refine them myself.
Okay.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I don't know how many I need. Okay, they do have normal properties, so even if I don't need all 5, I might as well. I've acquired refined frost salts from Julienne. I should now make my way to Frostfire Glade. Anything else of note here? No, that seems all pretty cheap. Actually, oh, I thought ginkgo leaves were the ones that gave health. Maybe not. Let's restore magicka. I'll take that. As I just carefully look through your ingredients. Okay, nothing else calls out to me. Thank you.
If you come across any unusual ingredients in your travels, be sure to remember me and bring them here.
Sure. Probably not. Could probably give her some cool ingredients from Oblivion that she likely doesn't have. So now we're going up to Bruma-ish. That's not really Bruma, but that's fine. Guess let's go to Belda? I don't know if that's one that I actually went in or we just ran by it. Part of me thinks it's one we just ran by. Hello? Oh, hi there. Why am I crazy slow suddenly? Hi, everyone? Alright. There is way too much going on. And oh, I hit caps lock. That's why I'm so slow. Where? Oh. I was wondering where the other guy went. Of course. Can I not be using fire on you? Thank you. Okay, that was extremely chaotic. But the other guy obviously was a summon, which is why they're gone. Super missed. I do need a better frost spell. But I do like how cheap this one is. And I'm thinking I probably haven't been in here. I think this is one that we ran by. on the way, but I was over encumbered, and so we just ignored it. So maybe I'll check this out while I'm in the area. Let's check our map. Yep, I have not been here. And I do like the Ayleid ruins. Hi there. I was not expecting Daedra in here. Last I checked, we were not in Oblivion. Is there really nothing of note in this room? No buttons, no... nothing? Just a dead end? Not even a chest, like, sitting here on this obvious chest platform. Huh. Okay. And we will head down this way. I need to get a average spell. Do I already have journeyman or expert? I think I might. Let's check. I have an expert retort, so I don't need a journeyman retort. It's pretty valuable. Yeah, it's pretty valuable. Let's see. That's where we came in. It's probably a button. Yeah, just over there. So we gotta go this way. Die. Yeah. It's fine. Whoa. Ow. Anything else in this room? Yes, there's treasure there. More average locks. Okay. Hello. Goodbye, and that'll deal with your Atronach. Nothing else around here. Also no Wilkin stones that we've seen. Not that I need more Wilkin stones, but they're always nice to find. Oh dear. Okay, we are now down here. Ruins stayed so sturdy throughout the years, except specific pieces of bridges that just suddenly collapse when walking on them. But okay. Minor detour, but we're back where we were. Hi, Frost Atronachs, plural. Not that scary. Mainly because I specialize in fire. I don't actually know if they take additional damage from fire. I assume they do. Because it seems like the fire Atronachs take less damage from fire. So I'm guessing ice takes more damage from fire, but I don't actually know. Time to go deeper. Hi there. You're big and scary. But if you just want to get jammed against pillars so that I don't have to fight you, I'm not going to complain about that. Good stuff. Hello, you. I'm guessing you're an enemy? Yep. It's always fun to just take the mage out rather than bothering to fight with their summons. Okay. Got a path there. I guess this is all connected. It's just kind of confusing. Probably don't need the Journeyman Alembic either. I think I'm Journeyman or better on everything. Flawless Sapphire. Nice. Oh. Hello, you. Oh, terrible aim. Well, looks like you're coming up here, so... Nice and simple. They're always average. Sound like another level up of my security. Oh, hello, friend. Okay, you don't do that much damage, so I'll just tank it for a bit. Got more of that. Oh, hello, you. Didn't see you for a moment. Likewise, you don't do that much damage, so I can just tank it. I heard a voice. Hi there. I'm just gonna shoot you in the back. Goodbye. Oh, hello you. You're attacking me with a knife? What kind of mage are you? Oh. Okay, I'm getting hurt now. I'm getting a bit surrounded.
Yeah. I'm just warming up, you. Show me what you've got.
That's you taken out. We got you. You have a lot of health. There you go. Ebony Dagger, cool. Staff of Sickness, 20 points of health damage. Not bad. Alright, let's see what all's in this room. A couple of soul gems, always great. Grab the Wilkin Stones. Novice, novice, it's all novice. Another average chest, as always. Alright, so where did I come in? I came in from here. Let's look at our map. Actually, there's only one path out of here. It felt like there were a ton of paths. But I guess I just wasn't really looking, so that's... Yeah, there's just a bunch of sort of nooks. Not actual ways out. So that's the way out. There's nothing hiding in any of these little alcoves. Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Any more enemies? Ooh, this one's hard. Come on, give me a slow one. There you go. Oh. Oh, that was terrible timing. I can do this. There you go. Grand Soul Gem. Nice. So is there really no enemies in this room? It's just free loot for me. I'm not complaining, just surprised. That's all novice again. That'll take me back to the main floor. Okay, just to this button here, leading to the way out. Alright. Cool. So that's, this whole ruin done. But I think that's a good place to end the episode for today. So next we're going to continue on our way to up here, the Frostfire Glade. See what other trouble we get into along the way. Maybe at some point, because we're kind of in the area, we should swing by Azura's Shrine, which we've heard about. We're not really in the same area, but there's nothing else pointing me to go out there. I don't know. We'll go to Frostfire. And hopefully at some point check out Azura's Shrine. I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.